mosquito hater. I'm very.
It's the worst.
Everybody hates me.
I know, but
It's unique to Sean.
In my apartment in Queens. You ready?
I don't like rats. That's my.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
You have mosquitoes.
I had mosquitoes in Queens, and but it was like there was this one. It was like the porch would just. It'd be like a catnip to them. They would just be so attracted and come right into my room. I would get destroyed each night.
Oh,
so I told you about this. I bought a thing called a catchy. I should have gotten multiple.
A catchy.
And it's a contraption that has a UV light that comes out the top to attract them over there. Then a fan, a reverse fan, sucks them in and puts them on a sticky pad. It's like a mosquito torture device, but it's a way to get them quietly on the thing so you don't have the mosquitoes in your apartment. But like people put them outside their window. But if your room is dark and all you have is the UV light, it attracts them over there. But I should have gotten like multiple and just had them all over my house. I just got one because I was a cheap fuck. But
did it work?
It did work, but it didn't always work. And then I got to the point where I started trying to hunt them down. I'd wake up, turn off all the lights in my apartment, go into the bathroom, turn on the light, but just crack the door a little bit, and because you could see them better in the bathroom because of the porcelain. And then I would wait 3 a.m, losing my mind, wait for them to come in, and then just fucking kill as many as I could as they came.
It honestly sounds like you've never been more alive.
Oh, dude,
these mosquitoes.
It's my apocalypse now.
Yeah.
We're doing bug talk on Burbs Bros this week with Sean Donnelly and Ryan Beck. The hilarious Ryan Beck from Comedy Central was able to make it.
What's up?
It is a suburban problem. It's a city problem.
Mosquitoes?
But mosquitoes are.
Jungle too. They're always a problem.
But locusts are suburban.
Locusts, yeah, it's more. I would rather have locusts than mosquitoes, right?
Yeah, because they don't really bug you.
Crops.
They don't come in your house.
Only when you're a kid, they like get in your hair and stuff. They just fly into you. Cicadas. Yeah.
Did you live on a farm?
No, I lived in Long Island, New York. You know that.
In Missouri, we had so many cicadas one year when I was playing baseball as a kid that like they interrupted the game, right? Like there were so many flying around that we had to call the game because there were so many bugs on the field.
Did the religious people freak out thinking that it was like the end of days?
Every 7 years.
This is what we get for dancing in the town hall. Well, Burbs Bro, if you're new to the podcast, we talk about the craziest suburban news stories of the week. We're from the suburbs. Mm-hmm. Ryan, you're from a Missouri suburb?
A Missouri suburb, that's right. I am one of these places. You know, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. That's what I tell people. That's how I identify. And then people from St. Louis go, "Where are you from?" And I go, "I'm from St. Charles." And they go, because you have to cross the Missouri River to get to where I'm from.
But I know
some people don't want to claim it.
But I know where that is.
Yeah, it's from the comedy club.
It's St. Louis. Yeah,
St. Louis.
Yeah, it's St. Louis.
You fly into St. Louis, you drive not very far. You're actually closer to the airport than the other St. Louis club.
I'm doing that. I'm doing Westport.
Great.
Next week.
Next week?
Yeah, well, 10th and 11th. And
wonderful.
This is the
Tell them to text me back.
Yeah. I'll show. They think you're just still in St. Charles.
Yeah.
That happens too. I also qualify it because you kind of do it too with Jersey. Because you're like East Rutherford and then Westchester. I do it where it's like I was 5 minutes from Queens. It's pretty much the same.
Well, I don't know how to say it because I was in Rutherford until I was 13 and then Westchester until I was 18. So
right.
Where am I from?
Where are you from? That's like my girlfriend was in Kodiak, Alaska. She's native.
Yeah.
Until she was like 13, and then she moved to Seattle, and then she moved to New York like 20 years ago.
I feel like you got to say I'm from Alaska.
She does. Believe me. Anything Alaskan that comes up, she's right on top of it.
And you have to.
You just stumbled upon a fight.
Yeah. Weird nerve I struck.
If I have to hear about Anchorage one more fucking time, she's my anchor. We get it. You like fish sticks. Stop it.
Well, this isn't Alaska, guys. This is Leanon, Pennsylvania. A man who won a primary election while charged with murder, convicted. Well, the news story is that he's convicted on a lesser charge. I didn't know this guy won a primary election while
charged with murder.
After killing his wife.
So have they had the murder trial? That's what I want to know.
He was charged. No, not yet. So innocent. You're right. Innocent until proven guilty. But she was reported missing March 25th. So had filed for divorce March 17th.
And he killed her?
and recently finished chemo treatments for cancer. This fucking piece of shit.
Wait, the guy?
No, the girl.
Oh,
so
no.
she was finally escaping cancer, and then this marriage, and he killed her.
Do you think that
And he won.
you think it was
He won,
you
guys.
think it was
faces
a Larry
10 to
David
30
thing?
years.
You think it was a Larry David thing where he thought Larry David
was
wrote
trying
that
to wait
movie.
it out?
He was trying to wait it out.
I don't know. That's funny.
It didn't work out for him. Like he was like, he's like, oh, I'll be out of this. I won't have to get a divorce. I won't have to worry about anything. And then she's like, I'm in remission. He's like, fuck.
I don't want to shock
stage.
anyone.
We actually got to stage 5. The gun.
Stage 5 is the gun. I don't want to shock anybody, but he was on the Republican ticket. Republican.
Is that true? Does it say that?
Wait a second.
One of 3 Republican
Are you
candidates
telling
who
me
advanced in the
that-
2022
Are you telling
primary.
me a Republican candidate has a problematic relationship with a firearm?
And
And a woman?
And he's getting a total pass for it. He's getting a pass for it.
He did. I will say he advanced and then he withdrew. So that was nice that he withdrew for that.
But you know why? Because he's going to be on the Republican presidential ticket.
No, now he's like now Trump is thinking about replacing JD Vance with him.
Yeah.
Way more likable.
This guy. That's incredible. I mean,
He hit her. But this is also like
What was he- so what
struck
did-
his wife with a flower pot during an argument. That's fucking. You don't just like casually grab. You know that's a real.
Also, what kind of
Murder
Keystone
what?
Cop murder? what kind of slapstick theater murder is that?
Exactly.
You grab the car. What are you, a Three Stooge?
What is she, a butler?
This is a murder mystery situation.
Crazy.
this is just awful. This poor lady.
But it's insane that he had to withdraw and that they weren't just like, hey, just so you know, you're out.
Pennsylvania's crazy, man. Like
I just don't know if there are rules like that for the elections. Don't you have to take yourself out?
There's not. Look at the presidential one. Like, you know, all politics aside, they've been dealing with this so new.
Yeah.
And
There's no,
back in
like,
the day, like a
rules.
Nixon resigned, right?
Yeah.
He resigned because
Yeah.
of all the shit.
Yeah.
This guy's not, and they're like,
no one's ever resigning again.
exactly. They're
Eric
like,
Adams. Look at Eric Adams. Today he goes, they want me to step down. No, I'm going to step up. And then he goes, I'm not going to resign.
And he has like step up dances. In the
Yes.
back.
And then he tried to make another one, and it sounds much worse. He goes, I'm not going to resign. I'm going to reign. So he just took the S out of the word resign and was trying to make a catchphrase. And it's like,
I'm gonna resign.
but you can't say, if you're an elected mayor, you can't say, I'm going to reign. That's like, you're going to be the New York dictator? What are you talking about?
He is turning out to be the funniest New York mayor we've ever had.
He's absolutely the funniest New York mayor.
if he wins, it's going to become Mayor 2, Electric Boogaloo.
People were so upset with de Blasio, and it's like now that guy just looks like some guy that was just like, I'm really trying, guys. I go to bed at a normal time, and I get up, and I'd like the schools to be open.
Married to a lesbian.
We made fun of him because like, he got like a divorce and started dating, and we're like, what a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Right? Well, he did the right. That's actually what you do. Instead of cheating on your wife, he was like, oh, I'm going to get back out there again. Right?
Yeah.
Fucking de Blasio.
But he gets trolled constantly. There's videos online of people going, go, Bill de Blasio, he's mayor of New York. And he's like, what's up? He's like, the fucking worst mayor in the history of mayors. And he's like, come on, man.
Honestly, he feels like the only mayor I want to hang out with.
Do we have any of those?
You might be able to find him, Pat, if you can find him in a little bit. But here's the thing. It's like, when I heard the Eric Adams thing, I'm like, see, it's just the ego of, like, it's like, you're supposed to be on the right side of things, and you're still like, nah, I'm gonna reign. It's like you just think, what, because you have better sayings, or because
He loves catchphrases.
I mean, you look at our presidential candidates. We try not to make this a
politics
podcast, but if you look at both of them, they believe in nothing. Neither of these people believe.
Did you watch Vince McMahon documentary?
Thing. I cannot talk about it.
we can't talk about wrestling.
The only thing we can't talk about.
Why?
But we'll take
We'll
this
tell you
out.
later.
We'll just take this part
I understand.
out. I'm writing for WWE at the end of the
You are?
month, so I can't talk
Yeah.
about it.
Great.
We don't want to piss off his quasi boss.
You start yet?
22nd. No.
That's awesome.
Thanks, man.
Great.
Okay,
appreciate
moving on.
Since we're taking this part out, what if
you just went right into
No,
WWE?
we'll take this. We're taking this part out. But what I was going to say was that it's like the wrestling of circusification of politics. That's what's happening.
Oh yes.
Oh, for sure.
It's become an absolute circus politics. It's
So
like
I can't. I won't. We won't use.
Well,
it.
they have a word for. Is it Banana Republic? Is what this means?
No. That's like
That's where you shop.
we got to jump back in with
When I gotta go to a wedding.
Well, I'll tell you.
That's fancy for me.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what we're about to jump into, and that's another Pennsylvania story. Pennsylvania student spent years building world's tallest hat.
years.
This guy's. I mean, look. I know I'm not allowed to say it anymore, but if you're not allowed to use retard. I mean, this is the guy.
And what do you do with this?
What the? There's a reason this record was never broken, by the way.
Nobody wants this.
Nobody wants this hat. Imagine this guy like shows up to your fucking picnic. Is like, hey, huh? I'm the world record hat guy. It's like, fucking shut up, Barry. You have to stay outside
He
now.
won't stop talking about the hat.
It's not even a hat, really.
No, it's a cone.
It's the world's biggest dunce cap.
It is. Where in PA was
isn't a
that
thing
from? Where did I say it in PA that was from?
And he
it's
didn't
in the
even-
Google Doc.
He didn't even have the.
In Breggingsville, PA. Pennsylvania is crazy, dude.
Pennsylvania
it really
is pretty wild.
It's Northeast Florida. That's what Pennsylvania.
This guy's got a Philly shirt on, and he didn't even put a P on the hat. Come on.
Be a self-respecting student and just make a rubber band ball. I have way more respect for you that way.
I think I have another one he should get. He should go for the world record biggest hat while killing yourself.
Look at this. Look at this paragraph up here. It says go up a little bit, please. Thank you. Look at this. Successfully broke the record after several years of failed attempts. several years.
Are there more of these hats?
There has to be bad hats out. Several years that began when Penn State closed for the pandemic.
Hey, you know what this is? Is this an incel's origin story?
Yeah, you know what you don't see mentioned in this article? A wife and kids. You don't see that.
Please. How was he a teenager at least? Where it's like even sadder.
His name is the eccentric man, Odillion Ozar.
Wow.
So that's not him. This is another guy named Odillion Azar set the record with a 15-foot 9-inch hat. So these two fucking ridiculous Dr. Seuss characters are at the opposite ends of the world trying to out-hat each other.
Trying to out-hat.
Trying to out a hat on a hat, if you will.
For no one single reason, the image of a ridiculously tall hat stuck with me. I shut my laptop and went off to search for materials to make a tall hat. I was convinced I'd be able to set the record and have my name in the history books in no time.
His first attempt involving cardboard blocks and Velcro failed to surpass even 5 feet. So he's just like fucking making this hat. I just imagine his wife leaving him like, you don't see, when you see this hat, you're going to fucking regret leaving me.
You'll come back, Laverne.
Yeah, come back, Laverne, when you see this hat.
He simultaneously broke the record for worst hang ever. He shows up. He's like, some people are men of many hats.
Yeah,
I'm the man of the biggest hat.
He is not breaking the record for great conversation.
It goes back to the hat.
I just hope that when people go, hey, what's going on lately? He goes, nothing much.
With the hat on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you been up to? Same old.
Hey, what's with the hat? This one?
I would purposely not bring it up.
Yeah.
If I knew him, like if he was walking around with a fucking hat, I would never give him the benefit of the doubt.
Right before he gets there, you go, nobody mentioned the hat. Fuck with it. Nobody mentioned
the hat. You not only say it, you say that to people around you.
Yes, everybody.
Like, hey, you over there. There's a guy coming with a big hat. Don't fucking find it interesting.
Don't give it to him.
Don't say one word about that.
Also, he can only go to outdoor parties.
Yes,
He's not going to any parties.
Or he's going to basketball games.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to do another bear story. It's in the bottom of the doc, Pat. We're going to be bouncing around a little bit.
I have I have one I put on a bear story.
It's a lovely little bear story. Keep going down, sir. I added them today.
I just saw a pedophile. We do a lot of pedophiles.
What? Yeah, dude,
talking about pedophiles.
No, which story is it, Sean? It's the
the one that I did. It's the one about there's a bear. There's the biggest bear fest.
Fat Bear Week.
Alaska Park has a fat bear week. I wonder why Megan's into Sean, guys. I wonder.
I said that we should. That's what we should just call. If we get to the point we have meetups, let's call a Burbs Bros meetup Fat Bear.
Fat Bear Week.
Well, I thought that this was going to be the gay bear, but this is actual fat bears.
No, it's actual bears.
Actual bears.
How many disappointed bears show up to this week? And they're like, wait, I got to hike?
I don't even know where its dick is. I thought it was his balls, but I was sucking on berries for the last. All right.
How many big bearded gay guys get there and go, oh, bears?
To Alaska. They get off at Alaska.
Ah, God, I spent $800 on a ticket.
Oh.
Well, it really is the two opposite. If you're looking for a bear, you know, you're either a gay fat man looking to have sex or a grizzled hunter. Which sounds like a great idea for a horror movie.
Which could be
grizzled hunter
both,
taking on actual bears.
So what's the story here? What's this Fat Bear Week about?
Let's find out.
Stop making our show relevant, Ryan.
Sorry.
In Alaska National Park's yearly celebration of the beefy, brown, and bristly. These AP articles, man, they really love
getting creative.
Yes, they love the alliteration. A lot of bees there.
Are human beings still writing these articles? Are they?
You know, that's a good question.
It's got to be. Please don't tell me that's what's going on.
It's starting. You know, a lot of sports
not
news
AP,
is like that.
Not AP.
Sports news is AI now?
A lot of it.
That's different. Because you can get there's stats in there and facts, and that makes
That's different. They're using facts.
No, I'm not
AP's
facts.
not using facts.
But this should at least be some reporting done.
I hope so. Look, if we don't have our top guy on the Fat Bear Week, I don't know what the world's coming.
Ryan's really coming after this AI issue with bears.
Ryan doesn't like technology.
He's coming. He's driving 90 and a 30 right now.
I just thought it was funny.
I knew specifically the story would piss off Ryan.
Only reason I
fat
sent
bears. That fat bear killed my wife.
I sent it because I was like, I love the idea of like guys that we know that listen to the podcast just showing up to this.
I think those are our only fans right now, are fat guys that want to fuck me and Sean. Which is nice, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, it's nice to be wanted.
It is nice to be wanted. That's a great feeling.
Yeah.
But then you got to go Fat Bear Week, and then you got to walk around.
You know what? I bet you can shit on fat bears all you want. I bet in all these P. Diddy pictures, you're not going to see one fat gay bear.
You're not.
No.
You're not going to see one
Not
fat
one.
gay
I don't
bear.
think that was his type.
They're on the moral high.
No.
There's no fat bears like Chris Brown.
No.
No. These guys are on the moral high ground, and we shouldn't take them down.
Let me ask you this, Dan and Ryan.
Oh, us?
Yes.
We're wearing sunglasses
On the
today, by the
podcast.
way.
Let me ask you this. I can't see. This is the blind episode. You have a chance to go to a P. Diddy party.
Pat's just Googling other comedians he wish he was working with. He just Googled Sean Patton for no reason.
It's just
Trying to get a podcast.
bear just looks like
does
Sean
look
Patton.
a little like Sean Patton.
That bear
my
does look like
God.
Sean.
So let me ask you this. You have a chance to go to a P. Diddy party back, let's say in the heyday of it, right?
Yeah.
Which is probably not that long ago. But you just so you can check it out and see what everybody's
Yeah.
talking about that happened there. But you have to strategically avoid P. Diddy trying to and you have about a 40%.
Well, that
chance
sounds
to
like
do
a
that.
fun internet game of like escape P. Diddy's part. Like,
P. Diddy Pac-Man?
P. Diddy party. Yes. The ghost is Notorious Big.
It's all dead rappers he's worked with.
It's all the rappers he's killed. All right, let's go back to the
just the
Google Doc
Godzilla
of stories,
soundtrack.
Pat.
Da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na.
Well, the whole, I mean, like, we'll probably, you know, who knows when this is coming out, but the rumor is that J-Lo's on one of the tapes. So
Oh, no.
that'll be interesting. This is
Also, Ashton Kutcher.
some good news.
Rumor, that's
Grand Island, Nebraska. Man wins lotto jackpot after his son. So this is nice. These guys doesn't even have to buy his dad a house now because he has his own house. So I will
is
say
gonna end
I've never seen a
horribly.
photo of a lottery winner and been like, he doesn't need it. You know, every lottery picture, I'm like, this guy needs whatever amount of money this is.
It shows you God might exist.
$120,000. Good for him.
He needs no one is pissed off that guy just got 120 grand.
Not even
Nope.
close.
And his son got $100,000. So maybe this is like an amount of money where these won't destroy these people's lives.
It's karma. Maybe they've been good people in their lives and they got paid back.
We can only let the poor have so much, Ryan.
Also,
5 plays from Sunday's Nebraska Pick 5 from the Fat Dogs truck stop on Platte Road in Grand island?
Well, it's Nebraska, so that's 120 is like $1.2 million.
Nebraska. Have you guys done comedy in Nebraska?
I have not.
I've been to Nebraska.
I've done Omaha. Weird city.
I like it.
Dark city.
I heard it's cool.
You like it?
Is it Dark City? It's like
Well, it's next to the Franklin Credit Union and that whole
oh Jesus! Is
the
it
whole
cabal?
child
It's very
trafficking.
gray. Nebraska's very gray. Every time I've been,
Sounds like you're part of this Franklin Credit Union by trying to.
it's very gray.
Oh, but you know what's funny?
There's a lot of gray areas at our credit union.
If you don't know, there's a child trafficking scandal in Franklin, Nebraska. Lincoln,
Speaking of
Nebraska.
child trafficking,
Is that true?
Yeah, Franklin cover up. Yeah.
it's a big one. That's probably one of the ones that's true because it was kind of related to it wasn't related to Epstein, right?
He did.
No, it wasn't. It was related to this guy Larry King, who was apparently
Not Larry King,
molesting
Larry King.
kids. Who was this black dude actually, a big Republican who sang for the Reagan National Convention and stuff like that. Beautiful voice. And hey man, if you ever want to come on the podcast, Larry King, please. Again,
Dude, I was talking to Megan, and Megan was saying how she goes, maybe P. Diddy will commit suicide in prison. And I was like, that's a possibility, but I don't see him doing it. And she goes, who else committed suicide? I go, like Jeffrey Epstein. And she goes, yeah, that was a bummer. I'm like, I know what she meant. What she meant was that he'd have to go through a trial and the embarrassment and the jail sentence. But it sounded like she was like,
Oh, my bud.
I remember the island. It was fun.
well, they're nervous. They're nervous about Puff Daddy killing himself.
I'm sure.
Isn't
must
he
be on
in a
suicide
room
watch.
with the Sam Bankman-Fried?
Yeah, and now Eric Adams, apparently. I'm not kidding.
They're
in Brooklyn.
Three of them in a
Brooklyn.
room.
They're in the probably. It's probably a.
Eric Adams is out and about.
Oh, that sounds
Is
like
he?
Yeah.
No, he's
Well,
out and about.
maybe went in anyway.
Gotta check in.
They indicted him, so he was in there for a bit. But you gotta still get the bail going.
It's the first time Eric Adams been in Brooklyn, too.
was to
Even though he has an apartment there.
Wow. Apartment.
go to jail.
Yeah.
I do not-
He totally lived there.
There was something when I saw him with that fancy coat next to Carla Devine or something at a party. I'm like, this doesn't look right.
No.
This feels like a guy like.
It's very mob boss. Eric Adams really has mob boss
Yeah.
vibe.
All right, Hackensack, New Jersey. Suspicious package deemed no threat. All clear. The reason I bring this story up is I guess that they were nervous it was a bomb or something. Is that I used to work at the Metropolitan Museum of Art as a security guard, and this one guy named John Carlo. I don't know if he's still alive or not.
Esposito?
John Carlo. He got an envelope with white powder. It was like during the Anthrax scare, and he got it delivered to him. So he brought it into the Met to the security guard. He goes, "Is this Anthrax?" And they go, "What the fuck?" And they had to shut the whole museum down and scream at him for the next 3 hours. Didn't lose his job. That's how powerful that union.
He brought it in.
He brought it turned out to be nothing.
Yeah.
But they were all like, oh, it was like right around the time where they were sent it to Tom Dashiell's office and shit. He's like, no.
Oh, my God.
It's like that reminds me of that. You ever hear that Jim Brewer story where he talks about calling it a bomb threat to Sears when he was a teenager,
No.
while he was working there?
No.
And he leaves for lunch and comes back and the whole place is evacuated. He pretends to be Gaddafi. He calls one of the other departments and he goes, "He picked department as number one. This is Gaddafi." Right? It's, the video is way better, or the audio is way better than I'm telling it. But the one part that reminded me, he walks back in and some other guy's there and he goes, "Where'd everybody go?" He goes, "Some guy called in a bomb threat." And he goes, "No, is he a dick? That was me." He just full on admitted to it. And I forget the ending. I might have kept his job.
He might have kept his job.
Wow.
He still admitted to it. Oh, it's hilarious.
It's one of the funniest things.
Well, authorities have given the all clear after somebody sent a suspicious package to the Bergen County Plaza Mall in Hackensack, New Jersey, which is also where I was born, Burbs Bros listeners.
I want to know what makes somebody be like, that particular package is suspicious. You've seen a lot of stuff around the city, right?
Well, that's the thing. A lot
A
of times they don't say something.
Criminals
There's
don't.
So much stuff.
Criminals don't. Criminals don't deliver a box that you hear with an alarm clock. That's Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was it?
Yeah, they don't have that. It's like the cartoon thing where they zoom in and it has the X-ray, like the bomb inside.
And then they blow up.
I saw something
They
in that
just have a
thing.
little ash on them, and they're like,
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal of a bomb. It says TNT. There's a guy behind it. Push thing. But somebody at least, it's kind of, Actually, a little bit. I'll take a different take. It's kind of heartwarming. Somebody did say something because
That's nice.
I think
yeah.
9 times out of 10 people just go, "Oh, look at that! That's a weird backpack in the middle of a subway seat." I'm not gonna. I don't want to go near it. I won't go near it just because 9 times out of 10 you're like, it's gonna be gross. Or
Somebody
something.
forgot their gross backpack.
Yeah.
That's usually it.
Well, guys.
Ooh.
True. We talked about the world's largest hat. World's largest cheesecake served at a cream cheese festival in New York. Cream cheese festivals sounds like where the rednecks plant a bomb because they think Jews are going to be there. You know, we'll get them at the cream cheese festival. If that doesn't work, we'll have a bagel and money fest.
Like,
Lowville, New York.
all the world's Jews will be there.
All the world's Jews, I have it.
Man, oh man, I'm so
right.
happy that I don't live in this place.
Hold on one sec.
The Kraft Heinz plant in Lowville set the record for the world's largest cheesecake, but was beaten by a team of Russian who made. Man, it must have been really pissed for the people in Russia who couldn't eat in that town. And
Yeah.
like, we have to make the. Can we eat the cake? No. Oh, okay.
Putin said we had to make the world's largest cheesecake. Otherwise, we'll lose our
Are
lives.
you more of a cream cheese or butter on your bagel, Ryan?
Oh, okay. So recently, I've been experimenting with butter and jelly on the bagel.
So sexually or on the bagel? Okay. It's a good.
most
Butter
excited.
and jelly's great.
Butter and jelly's pretty solid. And for my whole life, I didn't know that you could even put butter on a bagel. I was like, cream cheese, you're supposed to put cream cheese on a bagel.
Really?
I didn't.
No, my dad was a butter guy, but yeah.
Same here.
I never knew this
Butter?
until coming to the East Coast. And it was only recently where I was like, oh, butter and jelly's kind of great on this.
Yeah.
So I live on the Upper West Side now. There's a fantastic, famous bagel place up there.
It's like Zuckerberg's.
No, it's called Absolute.
Oh, really?
It's
been
fantastic.
Around forever?
Yeah. It's great. It's very
Absolute
bagels.
Interesting name.
There's a line out the door every day.
And they're just out of control.
They're fantastic. It's like the best. It's like
I'm gonna check it out.
it's fantastic. Anyway, the bagel is so good itself is so good that you just butter and jelly. Boom.
See, that's the thing. Like, I'm at that point when it comes to like pizza and bagels, it has to be amazing or I'm not going to eat it. Like, it's not worth it to get. You ever have shitty pizza and afterwards you're like,
Yeah, boy,
I'm a road comedian.
yeah.
I've had Domino's. I like shitty pizza though. That's the thing is I like good pizza.
But the Domino's is different.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
talking about,
Domino's is shitty pizza. I'm going to go out and
No,
say that.
it's not. It's just
Well,
different.
you don't like
than
is there a
regular
Papa
pizza.
John or Pizza Hut or CC's or
He's talking about a dollar slice or just like a bad.
that dollar slices? I can't even eat that shit. I
It's-
can't
it's-
eat dollar.
That's what you're talking about, though.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm talking
It feels
Because
like
the
especially those
chains-
places feel like they have cancer. You know.
Yes, but the chains, I don't mind the chains.
I don't mind the chains either.
Because they're what they make, you know? It's like being like, oh, that's not a cheeseburger, that's McDonald's. Yeah, it's McDonald's. That's what they do there.
Well, he's talking about the road. It's like, and speaking of Cheesecake Factory. You okay? Sorry.
Just seltzer, guys. You can't see it, but I'm funneling cheesecake in my mouth like Homer
The
Simpson.
best is, Dan, when you were coughing, you brought the mic closer to your face.
Sorry, Matt.
But here's the thing. We're talking about road stuff. Cheesecake Factory is like a mirage in the desert of like
Oh,
when you're
for
on the
road? I'd rather
Oh,
that than
love a
Ruby
Cheesecake
Tuesdays any day of the week.
you know what I just speaking of suburbs, you know what I just got turned on to that I never messed with before because I was like having fast food?
Men?
What?
Transporn.
Transporn. Longhorn Steakhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good with the rolls. You love the rolls. The rolls.
Well, no, and the steaks aren't that bad considering
Steaks
it's
are
like
okay.
remarkably cheaper.
You know, when I was in Vegas, I had Saltgrass, which was a chain, which wasn't that great.
Saltgrass? What's that?
Yeah, and then I went to a really fancy one, which was incredible.
Wait, Salt Lick or Saltgrass?
Saltgrass. That's a chain. It's like a chain.
And it's steak.
Yeah, it's not
But
great.
it's not because they probably set it up like it's a real steakhouse.
Yes,
You walk into a Longhorn, you're like low expectations.
Low expectations.
This is
You're at
gonna
a
be like-
booth that's made of
no,
a huge slab
this is
of
kind
wood.
of set up like
Yeah.
a Longhorn Steakhouse.
Oh, it is?
A little nicer, but not much nicer.
But yeah, you're right. The bread is
Texas
amazing.
Roadhouse. You like Texas Roadhouse?
I'm more of a Texas Roadhouse guy than because I like the rolls better at Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse is good.
I don't go to that many.
Then Longhorn
I don't go to that
Steakhouse.
many. Oh,
Check out that one.
I will. I love steakhouses.
I went to an Outback recently. Awesome.
The wings at Outback are slept on because the bloomin' onion's so great. The wings, the Kubiara wings, I don't know how you say them, are incredible.
Yeah, I got wings and a bloomin' onion. I'll do that.
Yeah.
I don't need the steak.
But you got the steak, and where'd you go to one? In the city?
No, this was in St. Charles, where I grew up.
Yeah, you don't go to the Outback in New York. There's one, I guess, on 23rd and 6th.
I definitely want to go there. Sounds great.
You're gonna go.
I'd love to go to the Outback on
I know, it's
23rd.
right by the Home Depot.
No, friend of the show, Brent Sullivan, comedian, hilarious comedian. Always loved an Outback. All right. Well,
Here's Outback. That's got to be the ruler of all these places that we're talking about, right? That's got to be the main one.
as far as like the family restaurant chain,
Yeah, like they have probably the most locations.
I got the
Outback.
most excited about going to Outback when I was a kid.
Absolutely,
For all the other ones.
Outback was a big deal in
Yeah.
my household because it's a little bit more expensive than the other chains.
Yeah, it's a little more expensive, and you get the bloomin' onion, which is incredible, and the bloomin' onion sauce.
We were a big Friendlies.
Oh, is this the one? This is where I was. Yeah.
That's the exact one.
That's the exact one you were at?
location. Pat just tracked down.
There's the Outback.
Whoa, that was like
let me tell you something. This is the most depressing
like
fucking
American
thing I've ever-
Sniper.
No, this is not depressing at all. Look
at
at this.
No.
There's plenty of places to park.
Oh, you got a Ross dress for less?
I-
My
I
wife
wanna-
would be.
My brother and I actually
home
have a
goods.
photo of my brother and I outside of that Marshall's. Hold on.
This is great content.
This is riveting, Brian.
You want to see this?
I know we
or not?
brought it
Yeah,
up.
I can't- all
but
right.
please,
Do you
the
wanna
fact
see it
that
or not?
No, I want to see it now. You've built this up.
Also, we believe
Brother
you.
picture.
I believe you.
No, I don't think you believe me.
No,
that I got a
no.
photo
This is
outside
going to
of
be
a
the
Marshall's.
clip for the week.
You
guys.
said that like you have R. Kelly pissing on somebody on your phone.
Wait. This is important, okay? I want you to see that Outback,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Okay. Then you see the Ross Dress for Less,
Yes.
and you see the Marshalls.
Yes.
What do you think?
Whoa. Matching shirts,
That's
too.
right. That's why we took the picture, because we happened to accidentally dress the same.
Well, you accidentally, you guys both accidentally wore that shirt?
We accidentally.
What is that shirt?
It's a free promotion from the St. Louis Cardinals game.
Is one of you?
My mom gave it to me, and I said, "This is nice," and I just put it on, and my brother happened to be wearing it.
Is one of you throwing a Molotov cocktail? That would have been a better picture.
Just shopping at the Marshalls. eating
When
at
I'm done with
Outback.
Ross, there won't be any dress.
Tell me I'm not a suburban boy.
You are a
Proved
suburban
it.
boy. You did.
Who's that guy, though?
Oh, that's my high school Spanish teacher.
All right, let's go to the Google Doc page, Pat.
But I will say this, man. I'm with Ryan, and that's the reason we have the podcast. I see a parking lot like that. I'm like, oh, there's so much room. You can just go there and
It is
hang
that.
out.
No, that's the one thing. Like
It's so true.
Where was your high school hangout? Suburban
Dunkin'
boys.
Donuts parking lot.
Parking lot. What do you got?
Parking lot.
Which
Home
one?
Depot park.
Home Depot parking lot. That's interesting.
was a skateboarding.
Mine was a Steak and Shake parking lot.
Okay.
Everybody. Vroom.
I just look. I picked the story just because I think the byline's hilarious.
Let me see.
A vehicle backfiring startled a circus elephant into Montana Street. She still performed. Like we got her out of the dressing room.
Don't worry, everybody.
Don't
They still
worry.
beat the elephant into submission.
Like it's like
for the Montana.
it chose performing over getting mercilessly beaten by a whip.
Yeah, like the elephant had a choice. Don't worry, everybody. The elephant wasn't a diva and still did her job.
The elephant abuse always makes me the saddest.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's all going away.
What? You're not allowed to have elephants anymore?
I don't think isn't Barnum and Bailey getting rid of elephants?
Well, the Barnum and Bailey's.
Why are you looking at me? I don't know
Have,
circus news.
they still Ryan Beck here, our foremost circus expert. No, I think
don't
yeah,
wanna
but they
know
still
what
have
happens
like
under the
but
big top.
I think it could be worse now because Ringling Brothers has gone away, so it's all these like Tiger King type guys
Yeah.
who are like.
Raising the elephant
I was
Racing the
driving through
elephants.
Pennsylvania Saturday
with your hat.
with my big hat, and I had the moonroof, fortunately. But there is like a safari of whatever Wilkes-Barre or something.
Oh, where
yeah.
and it's probably it's like five and dime. They're just beating the shit out of these animals.
One billboard operation. They have one billboard, and it had a giraffe on it, and I'm like, this is not. I want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, there's like a zebra that's just.
There's a story behind this.
Some guy's got a bunch of exotic animals on his property.
Honestly,
Remember when all the animals broke out of that Zanesville, Ohio place and they had to shoot them all?
no,
Oh,
You don't remember this?
that.
no.
Zanesville, Ohio.
Pete Rose just died. Sorry, keep going.
Pete
I just saw his
Rose.
documentary.
Oh, he was trying to get back.
Now you know when we recorded this, guys. Yeah, can we pull that zoo story up, Pat?
Zanesville, Ohio.
Zanesville,
This is
Ohio.
from
He had to- they had-
2015.
And what happened? It was outside.
Somebody had a bunch of exotic animals, tigers, lions, all kinds of crazy zoo animals and stuff.
Yeah.
And they broke out. And then the police shot them all. 10 years later, animal massacre.
Oh my God.
Instead of like capturing, I don't know why they didn't like try to just capture them or whatever. They just like went hunting and they shot all of them.
Oh my God, what a fucking monster.
Do you think
50.
that's
50.
Oh, so they've already refused. They just looked at this as like open season.
Yes,
Right,
50
cool.
animals.
We get to go kill fucking
Tigers, lions, bears. There was like zebra, I believe.
do you think
Fearing the loose animals would attack humans. Fearing, right?
do you think it's because of the laws of Ohio?
18 Bengal tigers, 17 lions, 6 black bears, 3 cougars, 2 grizzly bears, 2 wolves, and a baboon.
Wow.
1 monkey was never found. It's assumed a big cat ate it.
Wow. 6 surviving animals initially went to the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium.
2 grizzly bears, a wolf, and a baboon. Are they talking about this podcast?
Oh! Make your own sound effect now, Pat.
Fat Bear Week.
Thank you.
Also, they're going to that zoo traumatized. It's just like, that's their Vietnam. And
They're not making a break again.
They're like, I can't go outside, man. You should know what happened to my friends.
What a horrible life it is to be a fucking animal in America. Unless you're a pet. A dog
Unless you
or
get a hold of
Well-
that world's giant cheesecake.
Yeah, that's true.
They also have conservatories, and the zoos are kind of borderline this.
Can I ask a
You
question?
go to a zoo and you see the polar bears, and you're like,
Well,
you
that's.
look
I mean, yeah, it
depressing.
sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks going to the zoo.
Yeah.
The St. Louis Zoo, very nice. Wide open.
Is it as nice as the
You're really trying to get everyone to St. Louis on this episode.
There's Outbacks, the zoo. The zoo is free.
there's a not
Free.
Marshall's. What's the one you?
You know,
Marshalls.
you could see when you go to Outback, some of the animals you see on the walls you can see in the zoo. I don't know if you guys knew this.
You can eat them. I have a question, though.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not really much of a world traveler. I've been to a handful of countries. Large food, world's largest. I know that a Russian team broke the record for the cheesecake thing,
Yeah.
but that's like quintessentially American, right?
I mean, cheesecake, yeah.
Do other countries
A lot of people
care
don't
about
like
the
cheesecake, though.
Guinness World Record?
I think some of them do.
Really?
Yeah, Guinness, it's a
not
world.
just
It's a
world.
world record,
Yeah.
Okay.
and it's Guinness, the company that. Did
It's
it.
not all like
It's not us that started
It
it,
feels like a quintessentially hokey American thing to do.
but it's Guinness brand that did it. So how could it be hokey?
Do we know that it's
Why?
the
'Cause
beer
you're saying
brand?
the bigger the better. Like Texas, everything's bigger in Texas.
Every time I hear a story about like the biggest pizza, the biggest cheesecake, the dumbest whatever, it's just one
The
of the,
dumbest is definitely America.
it's a town that doesn't have a thing, and they're like, we need a thing.
Yes. It's everybody's field of dreams. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you're right.
Yeah.
But I think that's why they. I think
The Guinness Book of World Records started as a Guinness marketing giveaway based on an idea that a managing director had. Okay, so it is the beer. Okay.
It's the beer. Yeah. I think that it's like, it probably, I don't know what year it started. Does it say? Because I picture it being like just in the village. They're like,
Wow.
oh,
The Guinness
oh,
Village.
oh Timmy McGillicuddy. He
Okay,
has
so if
the
we
best
wanted to-
spoon collection in the village.
If we wanted to break a world record, right? Let's say we Google beatable world records.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we going with?
There's thousands of things.
Fastest time to type the alphabet? No chance. I'm not going to get that.
But you never know if you work hard at it, and just like the hat guy. If
Well,
you
there's
build
no
the
way
hat
you can't pull off. Most Mandarin is peeled in 1 minute. You got to really train for that.
Yeah, that's a whole.
Most.
Yeah.
I don't even know what a star jump is. Most star jumps in 1 minute. What's
I think
the
that's
star- a squat
a
thrust.
jump. No, like a
Oh, like that. Oh, okay.
arms out, legs out.
Is that
Like a jumping jack, but
they have
not
the D gang camps. That's the regang camps. You do the you do the star jumps.
That's enough out of you. That's enough out of you. You know, one of the things I was in Vegas over the weekend. One of those shitty tourist traps they have on Vegas, which is the weirdest tourist trap. We've all been to Fremont Street in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's like just some of the
It's like old Las Vegas.
scummiest fucking dudes you're ever gonna meet in your life.
It's like their Bohemia area.
Yeah. So you can pay for a zip line to just like go across Fremont Street. So you're basically just like literally just watching all the trash from Vegas. It's like almost like a zoo safari, but with like, oh look, it's a pregnant woman smoking, and oh, it's a black guy in a Trump shirt. You know, it's like
It's a zip line for late stage capitalism.
yes,
That's what it is?
yes, that's the Slotzilla.
It's
No one I knew did it.
Oh, it's
obviously.
even called Slotzilla.
Yes.
like one of those poverty.
Look at how gross that is. This. First off, like, there's no one who looks like her there, which is just this wholesome girl.
It's like when you go to Southeast Asia and they go through the slums.
Yes,
It's like that, but the
yeah,
American
like
version.
okay, so she's probably gonna show the
She's so
Here
excited.
we go.
So they're just gonna
So that she goes.
throw
just
her
right
This is
about-
the amazing view you get from this. Let's check it out.
Wow.
Well,
Let's see.
there's 3 of them going at once. She's
They
screaming.
can't even show you the view. That's how gross it is.
Oh, there we go. They
There we
show
go.
15 people on Fremont Street. They have to put lights above you so to make it more attractive,
Yeah, this is
like almost like rave lights or whatever.
yeah. You're just oh, look over there. There's a dead hooker over there.
You know what it is?
There's two homeless guys fighting.
It's this, instead of doing the scooters, they should just push around the fat people this way in Las Vegas.
They
It would
should.
maybe be more efficient.
Put a slot machine on the zip line.
Put a slot exactly.
I was at the Mohegan Sun a
it's
year
probably not that
ago,
far
and
away.
I got a rascal, and I get it, man. I had a rascal because I blew my leg out, and I was like, this experience is more fun with a rascal,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah.
for sure.
What'd you get the baby up to? How many miles per hour?
I think you can go like 10.
That's pretty
maybe.
good.
I don't even know about that.
But
It's so
nobody
slow.
does that. Nobody.
It's so slow.
People are
They're
like,
so
Yeah.
three.
There's just a man squatting in the middle.
Well, they have those little circle things in Vegas, or that's like when like a guy in a gorilla suit dances or stuff like that. It's a real scary place.
They have to stay in the circle.
I guess they do. I guess that's their that's the zoning or something. I don't know. I don't know how it was, but none of the things made sense. There was like, an Austin Powers and then a Squid Game guy next to each other. You're like, what is going on?
It's like their Times Square, basically, is what you're saying. Like for those kind of things.
Yeah, for sure.
And also, it's what De Niro was talking about at the end of Casino, when he was like, now it's all because they're just trying to think of whatever. We just need families here because it's not what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not what it was. A new pedophile youth pastor.
Oh no.
Oh, yay!
On the description you wrote,
I wrote this. I was like, this is going to be our new segment of the show. Guys, every week, I'm just going to see every week on the show, is there going to be a story about a youth director at Denton Church arrested for being a pedophile? I just want to see if we can get one in every episode, and if it's a new guy every episode. So right now, mark this, Pat, September 25th, the youth director at a Denton Church. What's this guy's name? Just so we can put him on our pedophile board.
We're gonna have pedophile
That's
trading
Ronnie
cards.
Chang. No, that's not. It's Craig Stone.
Oh, we know Craig Stone.
Craig and DeVito.
I didn't know he was 63.
Yeah, so he got how old are these kids? Teens. It deals at 6 to 12. Ooh.
Jesus.
So no, grade 6 to 12. Okay, so not 6 years old to 12 years old. He's a little bit of a better pedophile, right? No.
Stop trying to qualify the pedophile.
Well, I'm just trying to. There's levels to pedophilia.
Yes.
There are grades in school. You mean there are I don't know. There are levels to pedophilia so much that there are grades in school.
There's no.
Oh, that's what I confuse every time.
Yeah.
There's no pedophilia misdemeanors. Well,
Well, I'm just saying, you'd rather like the guy who fucks a 16-year-old is a lot less scummy than the guy who fucks the 4-year-old, right?
Yes, I'll agree with that.
Okay,
But
here we go.
as a whole, and we're gonna need all of them for our pedophile of the week segment.
Well, what eventually this is going to lead to is we're going to get all the pedophile youth pastor pictures, and we're going to create the Sgt. Pepper's cover. With Nary Nass's lonely hearts up, and we hope you have enjoyed the show. God damn it, we're gonna have another pedophile clip this week, aren't we? For the show. All right.
On Tuesday, detectives executed a search warrant at the Church and Stone's house. Police said Stone admitted to touching one victim and possessing naked images of another male victim. Police said the victims are high school.
Here's what I don't understand. He admits to touching one. Wouldn't you just either you admit to all of them or don't admit? Because there's probably more.
I think he's trying to get out of the way of them finding out that there's way more.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. I guarantee it. But
Well, we should start one. We should start one collage of youth pastors, and then one collage of the ones who were murdered in prison, and we'll put the collages right next to
a
each
Venn
other.
diagram.
Yeah.
How much crossover there is with the pedophiles? just for no
Let's take a look at
scientific
this
research
guy.
whatsoever.
Let's see. Look, all these guys look different. By the way,
Do
too.
they have a picture
You
of
can't
him?
really. I mean, there's the typical pedophile you think with the glasses, but this guy looks a little bit more normal, I guess.
I don't want to see him.
All right. Well, I'm just trying to have. Well, now we're just talking about bilingual. All right. Well, whatever.
All right,
Youth director.
This ad for Ronnie Chang could be worse. Place worse.
Well, you guys can't see it, but there's an ad for Ronnie Chang on the Daily Show.
Immediately under the headline.
Well, that's him.
Oh,
that's
that's
the
him.
guy. He looks like John Waters.
He does look like John Waters.
No, he looks like James Cameron.
No, you're looking at the wrong guy. Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
You're looking at the one that looks like
John Waters.
John Waters.
All right. Well, Craig Stone, fuck you.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
That's not John Waters.
Well, it really was the actual Greg Stone. No, it's not. Oh, wait a minute.
Goodness.
Yeah, this guy, you said he looks a little more normal than the other one. He looks like that guy. Who's that guy from Austin that lives in Austin now? The comic Brian something?
Yes,
that
I know who
everybody
you're
loves?
talking about. He was at, I saw him recently. Yes, I know who you're talking about.
He's supposedly a really nice guy, but getting
He does look a little like, well, I don't think he has his dentures in here, but
Yikes.
Yeah, I would say.
imagine getting molested by somebody when they take their dentures off first. Yikes. It's a rough way
All right,
to
let's
go.
move on to the next.
Let's go on to the Google Doc.
We got
So we got to wrap this show up, I believe. Yeah, this guy was put to. Well, no, I don't want to do that one. It's just depressing, that story. Dan's dream come true: a ranch chugging competition.
You know,
Yeah,
Missouri
buddy.
just put to death a man that was actually innocent.
Yes,
what I heard.
saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
And they were
we got Outbacks, Marshall,
just people getting fucking fried,
just getting fried.
left and right.
It took quite a few years, but you know,
And they were trying to get him off
yeah,
for years.
And also they had
Prosecutors even tried.
well, the issue was like also they didn't even have DNA evidence attached to his case because the prosecutors and the other people like fondled the murder weapon. So like the prosecution's DNA was all over the murder weapon, so they had to throw the whole thing out, but they didn't throw the case out. They still killed the guy.
They had something else. They had they did have DNA evidence that from something else later on.
Yeah.
Something like that. But even wasn't it when DNA was like super new?
Yeah, that's why they mishandled it because they didn't know you had to put gloves on.
They just pawn it to like, we're never going to use this. It's just juggling the murder weepon.
Well, that was that
tasting
part
the
in the
murder
OJ
weapon.
trial where they're like, "Do you realize that maybe you taking the evidence home wasn't a good idea?" Yeah,
I know, and that's like the 90s. It's like crazy.
Yeah,
So
Come on,
if
guys.
you scroll down, Pat, you'll see this is all different. Here we go. That right there.
ew. That's how they saw the story.
Dan, I thought of you.
Labor Day, Michigan, ranch dressing chugging competition. Zach Orvis of Belding, Michigan, won the first ever competition,
Wow, that's spot
beating
on.
11 other contestants. I don't feel sick at all. That's what he said. But how much ranch was it? It doesn't say how much ranch. He got a $100 gift card and a free order of all you can eat
24 ounces. 24 ounces.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Zach,
How big is this? How big is this?
16 or something or 20 something.
You could read it.
Yeah,
You're holding it.
is Ryan the fucking hall model?
He's a little bit of a cool guy Dennis Miller vibe in the 80s.
19.2.
19.2.
Yeah,
So 5 more of that.
5 more ounces.
That actually doesn't seem that bad.
that's not that. Well,
I could
it's
pull
ranch.
it.
Ranch.
I actually think you do.
I eat quite a bit of ranch.
Here we go. We get
So
Break the
we have a
record
new
right
Guinness
now.
World Record.
Hold on.
Is there a time limit?
Hold on one sec. 1,000 Patreons.
I'll drink
25
ounces of ranch.
Yeah, no problem.
If we get 1,000 patrons,
Of any level.
yeah.
Of any level. I'd love the.
That's actually, 1,000 listens would be good.
I'd love the after interview with this guy and to go, do you feel like a champion, Zach? I don't feel sick at all. the saddest follow up. You watch football games and championships, and this guy's like, I'm not sick to my tummy.
That goes like blood type is just Mountain Dew Code Red. He just fucking splits out everywhere. Zach Orvis of Belding, Michigan. Is that our show, Pat? Where are we at?
We're almost done here.
Yeah,
but the
Thank you, Pat. Pat, you can do the warning too instead of the soft. He goes, yes.
yes,
Yes, it's over.
yes. But I think you could do it easily.
I think 25 ounces of ranch, I could totally do it.
Let's cap it. I don't want to end. I'm having fun.
Or we'll do one more.
It's a blast.
We find out Ryan doesn't have a home to go back to.
Guys, I need this. I need this.
All right, sexy Ozempic costume for Halloween. Where is this in? What suburb is this? Sometimes Sean forgets the suburb parts and just sends them.
I just said the articles. Let's be honest. It's got to be in the suburbs. Maybe some city girls doing it. I think it's here we go. This is just a possibility.
This is what I hate about models. Of like, it's like, oh, she looks. That Ozempic outfit's great. No, she looks great. She looks great. It's not the outfit.
But it's also like I just thought of like you don't see other shots being done.
What is the costume? I don't understand.
Dude,
It's just your syringe, I guess.
Ozempic, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the.
They give Ozempic or they are Ozempic?
Well, let me tell you what happened. Sean was masturbating and was like, I'm out of stories. Let's just use this.
I thought it was kind of interesting. You don't see somebody has an insulin shot for Halloween.
Yandy, wait, online costume
This
room.
girl's fast food. This girl's.
Oh, I hate that when hot girls do the fast food fake bites and stuff. It's so annoying. But she'll look good with whatever. That girl would look good in like whatever.
A trash bag.
Jesus.
I'm not even it that way. I just meant like anything. A burlap sack. That sounded way more aggressive.
It sounded like somebody disposed of a woman in a trash bag.
That's what I meant.
Back to the first story.
Wait a minute.
A trash bag in a creek. A trash bag in a creek.
Every once in a while, Sean will say something, and I'm like, did you kill a guy, man?
No, I didn't mean it that way. I just meant like it could be anything, like even a burlap sack. Anything.
Yeah, anything else you could put a body in. Burlap sack, trash bag.
That's a saying. You look good in a burlap sack.
I was at like a private pool club over the weekend. And
Stop bragging.
we had there was a hot girl who was like serving all the cabanas, and I've never seen less stress on a person than this hot girl. Like she's walking because it's a cabana job, so there's really nothing to do. Like the best bus boys do everything, and she's just walking around with this perfect ass, just getting our fucking money the whole time. I'm like,
taking orders.
Yeah, I'm like this girl is killing it right now.
Let's make a guess. I say she's there for 5 hours.
6 figures a year, easy.
Oh, easy.
No, a year. I'd say
Easy
I'd say for the night. I'd say 3,500 for the night.
Maybe. Yeah, I would say that she's had nights like that for sure.
Yeah.
And that's no showing tits, no showing pussy, just fucking bringing you nachos.
That's why if you go to, like, I haven't been to a strip club in a long time, but like if you go to one and you're like, oh, the waitresses are the bartenders, are the ones that have
They're the hottest.
exact right idea.
Yes. Well, also like at these pool places too, where these girls wait tables, it's never it's always like a chicken Caesar wrap or a burger. It's like easy shit to bring out.
Yeah, it's not super. You're bringing, or it's
usually
like
the busboy brings it out, so they're literally just walking up to you.
or you have day drinkers and they're bringing bottles and stuff like that, and it's easy.
It's got to be so cool to be hot.
It's got to be. You're a handsome.
You're a
guy.
good-looking guy.
I'm coming
You're
in
not
my own.
hot though.
What?
But you're handsome.
I'm fine looking. I'm coming in my own.
I would say you're handsome. I wouldn't
Thanks.
say hot, but I would say handsome.
Great. I think you guys are handsome.
You're thought of as a traditionally handsome man.
You don't
I would
think
say
that
you're
you two are handsome?
No, I'm a type. I'm a type.
I'm a type as well.
I'm a type.
I'm definitely
I'm not.
a type.
I'm like
No, but
borderline
you're more
ugly, but
traditionally
a type.
handsome. You're more traditionally handsome than Sean and I.
You have to be into what this is to be into.
With this nose?
I'm
This
saying
big
some
ear?
girls may be more attracted to us because that's their thing.
Yeah.
But you traditionally are more
I'm accepted by the norm.
Dan, real quick, you're sagging a bit. You can pull up your pants.
Oh, Jesus Christ. My ass showing the full fucking time, Pat?
Run it back.
No, I think you went
Run
down.
it back.
Okay.
Find a
All
good
right.
spot.
Okay. All right, let's get to plugs.
I'll be at that pool club in Vegas.
When is this one coming out, Pat?
I don't know.
We're not sure yet.
All right, well.
Next couple weeks.
Maybe look, I may be in Cincinnati this week and Go Bananas headlining with the great Kate Willett opening. You follow Dan Centurion on Instagram.
October 14th.
October 14th.
Wait, I don't think. Okay, well, I would have just done Go Bananas in Cincinnati. So just, hey, check out my special online, Dance Fatty Dance, and please follow the podcast on our YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Tell people about the show. Spread it on stories, guys. We're having a fun time. Let's keep this fucking ball rolling. Ryan?
October 18th, I will be at Dead Horse Comedy in Arlington, Virginia.
Ooh.
And Tito Garza, the very funny Tito Garza, is going to be accompanying with me.
Very nice. That'll be fun.
don't know.
And what's your social?
You don't know Tito?
You know Tito.
I do.
Funny guy.
Tito's
Yeah.
incredibly funny.
What's your?
Yes, my social media. Find me on Instagram at I am Ryan Beck. That's the most important thing right there. The Instagram.
Yeah.
Got to get the numbers up, boys.
Absolutely.
No.
I am at Shawnee Time on Instagram, SeanDonnellyComedy.com. Follow the stuff for the show, guys. Burbs Bros on YouTube, Burbs Bros on Instagram.
If they've made it to this point in the podcast,
They've already done it.
let's get the Patreon going. Because we need to get him to eat drinking this ranch. This is a
Follow the
commitment.
Patreon.
Yeah, we're starting the Patreon soon.
Yes, it's
Very
coming up
soon.
soon.
Patreon's coming. Sign up for
Extra
that.
half-hour content every week.
You're going to wear the biggest hat you can find
While drinking the ranch.
while drinking the ranch in front of the collage.
We have multiple things. It should be tiers. We have multiple things with the Patreon.
I think if we made it, it's
Paintball gun.
paintball gun getting shot. Sure, it was the paintball gun.
Who's going to get
Very
shot?
Stupid. Both of us.
Both of us.
Can I shoot it?
Ranch dressing.
What?
No, if we get to 1,200, Ryan can shoot it.
Yes.
Ryan can shoot it.
You heard it here first.
Will you Beck, friend of the show, Ryan will shoot us with a fucking.
But more importantly, tell your friends about the show. Listen to the show. Subscribe on all the whatever audio podcast platform you listen on. Thank you guys so much. Thanks to Pat.
you guys.
Thank you so much again to Ryan for doing this. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.